Hi friends, my name's Steven with Leviathan Snakes, and for this week we have some really cool stuff. Our very first clutch ever pipped and hatched out of the eggs. They haven't shed yet, but we're so excited. So we have this bit of a clip that we took while we were showing our friend Sean the snakes, because he actually ended up buying one. So we hasn't taken them yet. They haven't had their first meal, hasn't shed, but he's been wanting to be our first customer pretty much since we started doing this. And we are so excited. So we're gonna kind of show the very first time that he got to see these babies, because they're just adorable and gorgeous. And I think it's a really cool video. At the very end, Courtney is actually gonna come through and she's gonna show you all of the babies in a little bit more detail, because it's kind of hard doing it while we were like in the moment, as well as she's gonna let you know which one Sean ended up picking to be his very first snake ever. So we hope you enjoy. Please, before you go any further, hit the like button, leave a comment, because it helps out the algorithm, and we hope you enjoy.
Want that?
Okay,
Go find it.
Okay.
So goofy. All right. So I was going to show you. We kept all the eggs so that you
know
can.
which ones are which.
And I know which ones are which. So this is like the banana male, the leopard female, the pastel female, and these are for the two normals. And this one, the yolk was like on top of the snake.
Oh,
so
the egg got kind of.
Well, so we kind of opened it
Yeah, I
up.
gotcha.
And then when it dried, I didn't realize they would dry like this. It literally, like, I went to work and shoo.
Oh, Lola.
I went to work and I had to be back early because we have an inspection at the house. Anyway, literally from like 7 a.m. to noon. That's what that happened. Anyway, would you like? Yeah, that's how quickly they dried out. That's why we have to have like 100% humidity in the incubator. You excited? Okay.
I'm so excited.
I'm super excited.
Would you like to get the money shot?
Yes. Yeah, well, I want to get Sean's reaction as he sees them.
Okay.
I'm excited. I mean, it's gonna be the same
They're all in
reaction
their
for all of
houses.
them.
They're all in their houses. Here, do you want me to put them down low? How about that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
That
same
way.
reaction for every one of them.
Bum. Okay.
It's gonna be this.
All right, so they're all in the little houses, except she's peeking her little
But
head
you can
out.
keep them together. Look.
Well, yeah, before their first shed, you keep them all in this one together.
Baby.
I see the baby.
Okay.
Look at her sticking her head out.
Hey, baby.
Oh, I see her.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you don't have any light, do you?
Yeah, it's okay though.
Do you want me to?
I'm gonna open up this.
Yeah, go for it.
I can move this up.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
stand
move
over
up.
here.
Okay. I'll
Oh,
stand over
she put her head back in.
here. She moved.
Okay.
All right, so your hands are washed. I'm just
Yes.
gonna let's do like just for on screen.
Yeah.
Ching, ching.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Okay.
They're so pretty.
So this, I believe, now we haven't like sexed or anything yet, but we have a male, we believe. So we believe this is a super pastel leopard female. We know for sure she's leopard because I mean her pattern is nuts, and then her head is super blushed
gorgeous.
out, which implies super pastel instead of just pastel. So to compare, I'll show you the girl we believe is the one we believe is a female pastel. Blink.
She is also.
So you see how
I love
different.
the orange.
So that orange is probably gonna go away
she
after her
playing?
very first shed, because she is a pastel female, and you can see the difference in the pattern on the two of them. But you can also see how much more blushed out her head is than her head. So she is a pastel, but she doesn't have as white of a head.
Gotcha.
I'll put her back. So you can bond with whichever one you want to bond
With
with.
all of them. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. And then the banana and two normals.
Yes, so this is one of the normal girls, and it's really fun because of how different the normals look from each other.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Because when they were still in the egg, we were like, I wonder if that's something else, because they didn't look like each other.
She is
Yeah. Ooh.
a very curious girl, isn't she? I'm
So
going to say
these
they're
are-
all girls.
This one, we believe actually all but the banana are female, because we have a male maker banana. But you see how much like more golden
Yeah.
versus how dark. So that at first I was like, is it leopard with all that dark pattern? But there's no way.
Hey.
So, who was it that very first came out of the egg? It was
So the pastel came all the way out of the egg first, but the leopard stuck her head out of the egg first. And when I say, yeah, so she was the first one out of the egg, this pastel girl. And she was the first one with her head out of the egg, this leopard girl. Then it was those two. And then
the banana.
And then the banana was last. And I am not even joking. That little shit, sorry. I'm not even joking. This little guy got out of his egg, and I came and I peeked on him, and his tail was left in the egg, just like the tip of his tail was curled into it.
Oh, he is soft.
He tried to go back into the egg.
Are you serious?
He like, when I opened it, he like turned around and tried to crawl back into the egg. I was like, I knew it. I knew you were supposed to be out. And you were trying to trick me.
What are you doing?
So yeah, that would be the male of the bunch.
He's a little skinny
He's a
boy.
pastel male. Yeah, actually there's one normal that was under 60 grams. Other than that, they were all above 60 grams.
Oh, really? It's
So
just
this is
like
this is the
behind
59.
his head.
Yeah. So this little girl was 59 grams, and then the rest. She was the one out of the funky egg where the yolk was like on top of her. I know.
Oh, they're so cute. They're so curious.
I like how they move like worms, like caterpillars.
Yeah,
Like
they don't.
snakes.
They don't. Well, they actually like.
They kind of go like this instead of slithering.
They feel a lot different than the bigger snakes,
Yeah,
the
it's
older
that-
snakes, because they're not. I guess their muscles aren't as developed. 'Cause
And
they're
they
not-
haven't had a shed yet.
yeah, so
they're,
they've
like,
still got it. And so you can see
Yeah.
the little belly button.
They have a little belly button. Oh,
That's where they were attached to their yolk.
cute. Look,
So-
he just wants to go in a hole.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of their thing. It's kind of the sitch with the ball pythons. They like to be under something, just like Steven. We are going to give you a closer look at the 5 babies we hatched this week. I'm going to go ahead and start with the 2 normals. We have not sexed these. We're going to wait until after their first shed to sex them. But we are pretty positive that we ended up with 4 females and 1 male, just because Dad was a banana and a male maker, and we only have 1 banana in our bunch. So for right now, I'm referring to them as she. These are the 2 normals. So that would be wild type, no visible morphs. They would both be 50% het for albino. I really like this one because of the dark dorsal pattern. Or, I mean, the dark dorsal, not really pattern. Almost lack of pattern, I guess you could say, in comparison to this one. Oh. So, these are our 2 normal girls. Mew, 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 mew. And they're not shy, you know, they're not defensive either, which I think is cool, especially if you're looking for a good pet snake. All right. So speaking of that banana, this was our last boy out, and this was the only banana that we got. He is a banana pastel, we believe. He's got a pretty light head pattern, but I don't think he's super pastel. We're definitely not gonna decide until they've all shed out and everything, but he's definitely got pastel. And just kind of to show you what I mean, you saw those normals, and this is the pastel girl. You can see how similar that pattern is between these 2. So I'm thinking this girl right here is pastel, and he would be a banana pastel. So both mom and dad had pastel in them, so not surprising to have a couple different pastels. So I'm going to show you the pastel compared to the normal. And you can see the difference in, again, these have not shed out yet, but you can already see the difference in color and pattern. Really cool. We actually, for a second, thought that she might be leopard. because of the funky pattern, but it's just the pastel. You can also see, if you look at the blushing on her head, that's another way to know if she's pastel versus this one right here, which actually has a little light spot. I thought it was missing scales for a second, but no, she looks fine. So to show you what I mean by not being leopard, I will show you the, oh, look at this one. This is what I just turned around to. I'm getting ready to sneak away. So to show you the last in the bunch, and this one is actually the one our friend Sean picked out. And this is a leopard female. And now we also believe she is super pastel because of the extreme blushing on her head. We won't say for sure until she sheds out, you know, but she's definitely got pastel. She's definitely got leopard. And you can see the difference in pattern between her and the pastel. Just those fun alien heads, much darker morph. But yeah, so I'll show you again compared to the normal. Give you an idea of what these morphs do to pattern and color. So this was the darker of the two normals compared to the leopard. And you can just kind of get an idea of what that morph does to the pattern of the snake. And again, I got my banana boy trying to come visit, so you can tell the huge difference that banana makes. So, Franklin's chewing on a toy. He got new toys today. His bark box came in. So, one big happy family. We're going to keep these guys all together until they shed out, and then they'll each go in their own different tub. We'll give them their first meal, and then we'll see how they do on switching over to frozen thawed. All of these, I believe, will probably be, well, that's not true. Most of these will be pets. Like I said, our friend Sean has already got dibs on our pretty leopard. We've got a couple other people interested. I know we've got someone who's already asked to hold this little banana boy. But yeah, we are absolutely thrilled with the clutch. Interesting odds getting 2 normals from a 3 gene and a 1 gene animal. And only 1 banana is also kind of cool. We were wondering if they could be dual sired because Mama had been paired to a pastel a couple months before we got her. But unless a couple of these non-bananas are males, I'm pretty sure it was just our boy Darrow and our girl Dakota too. No, she's not the second Dakota. It's a family name. All right. But yeah, these are our babies. So after they shed out and everything, we will check back in on them, show them off again. After they start getting some meals in them, we'll show them off again. And we are very, very excited about this clutch. We also palpated Delilah, our albino female, today. Why do you look so flat? And felt a good 5 eggs in her at least. This girl was the last to hatch out. Not the last to hatch out, I'm sorry. This girl was the smallest to hatch out, and she'd had her yolk kind of half on top of her. So she is the smallest girl. I'm excited to get her eating. I think she's the prettier normal, but I like the darker band. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to, do the things you're supposed to do on YouTube, which is like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. We are at Leviathan_snakes. And yeah. Love you. Bye.